First, we're going to cut the paper to go around our frame. So I have cut pieces that measure 5/8 of an inch by 6 7/8 of an inch to fit on my frame here with a slight black edge. I'm going to place the first piece centered on my section of the frame, and I'm going to hold it in place. Taking a pencil, I'm going to draw a line from where this, basically where this diagonal line is. I'm going to draw a line on my paper, and this is where I'm going to cut so that I have those mitered corners. But I'm going to cut just slightly off that line to make this piece a little tiny bit smaller. Once I have my piece cut, I'm going to lay it back down on here, and I'm going to check to see for fit. So I want just a little tiny bit of black showing where I should still be able to see both of those pieces. And then if I need to, I will just slightly trim little tiny pieces off until I have this where it has a border with just a little bit of black on this. Then this piece will actually be the same for this piece here. So you can repeat that same process, or you can take your next strip, place this one on top of it, make sure that you line up the edges, and then you can take a pair of scissors, using the top one as a guide, trim this piece. Checking to make sure that it is correct. And now we have our first two pieces. They are slightly bigger than the pieces that we need to cut for that. So I'm going to take my next piece. I'm going to lay it down on my frame just like I did with the first piece. I'm going to hold it in place, and then I'm going to mark on both sides along that mitered corner. Next, I'm going to take my scissors, cutting just slightly inside each of the lines, and then I'm going to add it back to my frame and check for fit. And here I have a little bit of a slight wrong angle, so I'm just going to correct that a little bit. And now my piece should work here and on the top as well. So I will take my next piece and line my edges up, use it as a template, and cut my second piece. Now that I have all of my pieces cut, I'm going to go ahead and ink all of my edges. I will be using the new Graphic 45 black ink to ink the edges, and then I'm going to glue these on, and then I'll be back to show you the next step. Now this is what the shadow box looks like with the teal pieces put on the outside of the frame. Next, we're going to be cutting pieces for the inside of the frame. They will measure 3/8 of an inch by 5 3/8 of an inch. And we're just going to take these pieces and glue them here onto the insides, just to give it a little bit of extra color, but not a lot of color. We don't want it to take away from the image that's going to go on the background, but we don't want this to just be plain black either. So I'm going to add these decorative pieces all the way around, and then we're going to add some decorative pieces here as well. So I will be back to show you this next step once I'm finished. So now I have my pieces glued on the inside. I'm going to cut pieces that measure 3/8 of an inch by 6 7/8 of an inch. And I'm going to take these pieces and glue them all on the edges of the frame here. So I'm going to go ahead and glue these on, and then I'll be back to show you the next step. Okay, so now I have the paper on the sides. Next, I'm going to be adding a piece of ribbon on the back to hang these because I'm hanging mine on the wall. So I'm going to be using a piece of the Graphic 45 black trim. I've used this one here on the bottom. I've cut a 4-inch section off, and I'm going to place it where there's a loop on the back, but I'm going to actually put it on the front here. So I am going to first mark where I'm going to draw my lines, and I'm going to cut some slits in here and slide the ribbon through it. So I am marking at 3/4 of an inch from the center. And so I have some little marks, and then I'm just going to draw lines. And I'm going to use my craft knife and I'm going to make these 2 slits here. And then I'm going to take my ribbon, and starting with one of the slits, I'm going to add the ribbon from the back threaded through to the inside. And then I'll do the same thing on the other side. And I'm going to fold these over and attach them, but then I'll have this ribbon here. So I'm going to use Fabri-Tac for this, just to hold these down. And then my paper will go over top of it and cover them. So you won't even see these once the paper is on there, but then we have our little loop on the back that can hang on the wall. So if you are not planning on hanging your little shadow box, you don't have to do this step. And if you want a longer loop, you can also loop it so that you can see this and then attach it where you would have the ribbons here, and you can actually see those ribbons. So if you want to do that, I would just put these a little bit further out so that the ribbons would come up like this. But I do have mine set and ready to go. So next we're going to start decorating the inside of each of our shadow boxes. I have made 3. Depending on how many you have, you can decorate yours however you prefer.